Hey, all, my name is Kurt. I'm here with Trenton. Welcome to SLB Basement Bourbon Bar. And Trent, this is another Friday in our series of bourbons. Today we get to blind taste whiskey that's between $30 and $40. And I kind of got myself in trouble here a little bit.
Yeah, you know, I'm not even going to say we. Kurt culminates the list of the price brackets, like $30, $40. He'll send me lists and variations of everything. Mm-hmm. There was 2 or 3 different versions of this list, and Kurt forgot to include in the one that he sent me. He forgot to include Eagle Rare.
Mm-hmm. So kind of a moderate mistake.
A little bit of an oopsie poopsie on your part, but instead of just bumping Eagle Rare or doing the pullover again, we asked our patrons if they would like to see, because in 5th place was Cooper's Craft.
Yep. With
like 160 votes or something.
Yeah. And
we asked the patrons if they wanted to see Eagle Rare bump that out or be included, and they wanted it to be included. So instead of 5, we have 6.
Yeah.
So terrible. what's in the blind here? Well, it's your fault. So, I mean,
it is.
You can only blame yourself.
I got to live with it. It is.
But what do you got in the lineup here?
It is. Okay. Well, here's how the voting went with our patrons. Enormous. It was 300 and some votes for Russell's 10-year. Then right after that, Knob Creek 9-year. Old Granddad 114 was 3rd place. Maker's Mark Cask Strength. 4th place. Cooper's Craft. Cooper's Craft 100 proof is 5th place. And, from my screw up, Eagle Rare is in there in the blind as well. So that's why we have 6. Yeah.
This will be fun.
Yeah, before we get started, though, tonight, it's our live stream, 8 p.m. Central Time. Trenton's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve. Ket and I, we're just going to have fun tasting. I'm not going to worry too much about it. I'm just not.
You're probably going to worry too much about it. Let's get real.
We're going to have fun tasting. It's going to be a good time. It's always a blast on our live streams. We only have one a month because it's a party.
Exactly.
That's what we do, so don't miss it. 8 p.m. Central Time. All right, buddy, let's get rolling here. What we got, A?
A is on the left this time.
Yeah.
A, so sorry for the folks at home. I will make sure that I put what we're tasting, because a lot of people were not too happy with me last time, that they were also kind of blinding it with us.
Yes.
And that they didn't like that experience. So I'm going to make sure.
Oh, okay. Well, at least I'm not the only one in trouble.
Yeah. I get in trouble all the time in the comments if you read them enough. There's some people that really rip me in.
I try to fly a straight line, but I screwed up this one. I have to admit that.
Yeah, you really went off the rails with that decision there.
Yeah. Great.
That's good.
That's good, buddy. You get some candy in there?
I do.
I figured you might.
It's almost like one of those root beer barrel candies. A little bit.
Yeah, all right.
There's some kind of
candy-ish. There's no doubt. In my first sniff of the aromas, I got candy-ish type notes to it.
It smells like a, how do you say that? I would say root, but you say a root. It smells like a
root beer? You know that?
No.
Come on, buddy.
Yeah, it smells like that thing.
Yeah, it's nice.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Real nicely balanced. It's not overly viscous. That would be the one knock that I have against it if I was going to really pick out something that I wasn't a huge fan of.
First sip of the night, so it's really hard for me. Can you tell roughly where you're at with proof on your first sip? I have a really hard time with that. Unless it's super low or super high.
Yeah, it's probably at least like 20 proof.
I'm not asking you to guess it. It was just a simple question.
No, I'd go with like 90. Something like that.
I'd go a little more. But then again,
that's how I am. Should we put $5? Should we put $5?
No.
I'll give you $5 if I'm right.
No.
Or no, if I'm wrong, I'll give you $5. A is $5. I made it official. I put it on the legal pad.
Okay.
This is a bound contract. So.
Well, I think it's above 90 proof. I think it's probably 100 proof or more.
If it's 100 proof, I will.
What you gonna do?
I'll eat a raw potato.
Okay. All right. Well, there's some good notes in there. I got a little bit of orange in there, to be honest with you.
Really? See, it's a lot different when I go back again.
Little leather in there. It's got more of a earthy, not real sweet.
It's not as candyish on the palate as the nose presents.
No.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I like
that's
it though.
yeah, I do too. All these are going to be good. That's what's going to be tough. So I did get you some water there, but in case you need it.
Who needs water after a 90 proof?
Well,
No,
I had golf leagues today with Kent in the heat, 98 degrees, 70% humidity. I'm about ready to fall out here, to be honest with you.
Well, good. After this video, you
rough.
can head on upstairs and
That was
pass
rough.
out on the thing.
Ooh, I like this one.
That's good.
It is.
What are we on, B?
B. This is B.
We're on B, honey.
I'm just curious here.
Yeah, Rebecca's here. My wife. She's the keeper of the key.
We need to get you like a SLB referee shirt.
Need that.
Striped?
Yeah. It'll be black, but the stripes will be like the color of
Yeah.
the bowl here.
Or tan?
Yeah. It'll look good.
Black and
I like
khaki?
this, pal.
It might also look
Khaki. I'm black and khaki.
black. It also might look like you're in prison if you wear that, but I'll make it look good. Oh. That's so good.
I like it. Yeah, the aromas pretty much match the palate for me too. On this one.
That is so, how do you say, quintessential?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the sweetness is though, but I like it.
It's a little bit syrupy for me.
It's honestly quite oaky, like a dusty oaky or something, and it's pretty up front. But I like that about this one. It's not
no doubt.
obtrusive.
Definitely a little oaky. Nice oak present. Gives it some backbone there. Yeah. It's got some nice sweetness to it, but it also has some kind of a little bit of an earthy note to it there too, like some tobacco or something.
It has a little bit of like a waxy finish. You know what I mean? If you've ever accidentally like not swallowed, but like
Chewed on.
consumed like candle wax. If it's
No,
like hot
can't
and you
say-
dip your finger in it and
What
you're like,
about the wax with the juice in it, the little bottles, remember?
I swallowed those as a kid.
That's
because I
nasty.
didn't realize that it was like you shouldn't eat it. And I think it was edible, but it didn't taste like anything. I was like, why does anybody like this candy?
You're not supposed to swallow.
That's
I thought it was
It's
not.
gum.
I swallowed gum too.
I think I took one bite of something like that, and I was like, "This is nasty."
It's kind of dumb, like that, and those little like roll-up papers with the little candy dots on it that you pull off, and then you get paper with your candy. Who wants that? Nasty. I didn't write anything down for A.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I'll do like that score out of that score. Yeah. Are you on C? Okay.
Yes, I am. Moving on, buddy. Moving on. We got 6 because of my genius move.
I didn't even eat anything, and I have to burp again.
What?
Oh God.
Babe, that's from that. See that Coca-Cola can sitting back there?
No, that's old.
Oh, sure.
It's almost vaguely like licoricey, or kind of has some like hints of an anise flavor,
Okay.
but I kind of dig it.
Yeah.
Or kind of herbally, like a chartreuse kind of note in there somewhere.
Wow, that's different.
I love it.
You do?
Yeah.
I'm struggling with that one just a little bit.
It's quite a bit like for me maybe the word would be astringent, but not in a way that I would
Yeah.
scoff at. Is that a word? Scoff? Yeah.
I guess I'm struggling with a bit because I really like the first two quite a bit, and this one not as much.
Super different.
Definitely
profile.
lower proof, seems to be. Either that, I'm getting used to sipping some bourbon.
My
Second sip's a little bit better.
yeah.
Yeah, second sip's a little better. A little bit of caramel, some oak in there. Not bad.
It has some burnt aspects to it. You're
Definitely.
going with single digits. I got an 8.89.
Oh,
I'm going
stop
to
with
the
that.
I'm rounding to the second decimal.
Stop. That's just like,
This is super scientific work we're doing here. What are you talking about?
it's like too complicated. Yeah, so like some nice barrel char coming off there. What you're saying for 3?
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, C. Yeah, I'm getting you there. I haven't got 3 yet. This is D.
On first nose, I got a hot dog. And I just got off of a plane an hour and a half ago, so I might be experiencing some of the... My mind might still be a little bit turbulent, like the flight. Might have knocked around some brain cells in
We're
there.
probably really impaired tonight. You just got off a plane. I just spent 2.5 hours at 98 degrees, 70% humidity, playing 9 holes of golf.
I don't know why you did that in the first place.
I don't either, and I probably hit the ball twice as much as Kent does, so I get twice the workout.
I don't get much on the nose.
No, I'm working on it. That's why I kept rolling the glass. I'm with you there.
I'm struggling, honestly, with this one. It's not super apparent. Like,
right.
Even this one, you weren't a huge fan of.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still presented
for sure.
nicely. This
right.
one just
smells
smells like nothing.
You're right. I'm not getting a whole lot there.
It's...
Got a bit of cherry.
It's a tad muted compared to the other ones.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think it's as... The mouthfeel is nice, but there's really not a whole lot of... It's kind of a one-noter, to put it in layman's terms. And I do know what that is, layman's terms, so...
Wow.
I know. I picked up some vocabulary on my work trip,
Well, good. It's not bad though, Trenton. I mean, that's not bad. It's pretty decent. I mean, all these are good. What am I saying? It's not bad, but getting a little cherry. I'm getting a little.
I still struggle with it, with picking up a cherry note on much of anything.
Yeah.
I should really go buy some.
It's kind of like a light caramel, but it's got kind of like a different type of toffee note to it. Not a sweet, luxurious toffee.
Burnt.
More of a rugged, like
you baked it in an F-150, rugged.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe like that. Maybe like a little bit of an overbaked brownie type thing.
Yeah.
But not fudgy. It's not
No,
fudgy.
No, it's definitely not fudgy. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Not as big of a fan as that one as I am the first three.
I understand where you're coming from. Yep.
I smelled this as soon as I picked it up.
You did?
I did. And that's worrisome because there are only a few bottles I know of that have that kind of
vibe.
It's just that kind of like the oozing of the aromas, just like if you could see it, it'd be like just kind of spilling over like dry ice.
Pluming.
Yeah. It's like an atomic bomb of flavor, just a mushroom cloud. Like,
yeah. That's really sweet. And a lot of confectionery sweet aromas coming out of there.
It's giving me like an off butterscotch profile a little bit. Mm-hmm. Maybe on this one I could see a little bit of a cherry aspect to it, kind of like maraschino cherries.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Not like
sure.
Not like a dark red cherry or like whatever that you might find at a store, but more of like a manufactured type thing that you would use in cocktails.
That's a really nice sipper. Mm-hmm. Nothing obtrusive there. The oak is tame. A little bit of caramel.
It just falls way flat at the end, like Bonnie and Clyde sending it over that cliff or whatever they did.
Yeah.
You get a lot of nice upfront flavors, and then it's almost like, did I just drink something?
Yeah, that's why I'm trying at the beginning. I'm saying it's a nice soft sipper. It's soft on the palate.
Soft is a great way to put that.
But boy, I'm trying to struggle after that. There's just not a whole lot, like you said, on the back end there. I get that.
Yeah.
Last one, eh, bub?
Yep. Ooh, that's like a totally different world right there. It smells dense and rich, like a bakery almost.
Good word, rich. It does. Chocolate. A little chocolate in there too.
Wow. That's delicious.
really good. There's no doubt about that.
I don't know that I'm going to really try and pull out many notes on this one. It's just good.
It's very good,
I just like it.
It's got a lot of chocolatey notes to it for me.
It's like I feel like there's two types of dessert people. Like you like desserts that are really sweet, and then you like desserts that are also sweet, but aren't as like overly sweet. So like if like me, I'd get like a dark chocolate croissant, you know, like a little bit of savory, a little bit of chocolate, and I feel like this one gives that kind of vibe to it.
Yes.
As opposed to, was it E? That was just way sweet, like you'd go get a lollipop from Willy Wonka's chocolate factory or something. This is night and day compared to the last one in terms of what it offers.
Yeah,
but
I can see exactly what you're saying, buddy.
Okay.
Well, we got to pull out one, pal.
I'm gonna have to retaste because between, for me, it would be C, D, E that I don't think quite held up to the rest.
Okay, I'm not really putting E in that category yet. I was kind of appreciative of the sweetness up front. I understand where you come from. It lacked the depth in the back end, but does it, is it for me worth sending out of here first? But past that, Trenton, C and D were my lowest scores. So I'm going to go back to C and D.
Now C almost gives me... We'll smell it first before I say so.
Yeah.
I got like a buttered popcorn in a way. Like you're standing outside a movie theater and you get that waft.
And almost nutty.
Yeah.
Almost.
I should have wrote down what my initial notes were. I got to get better about doing that. Because I don't know how this compares after it's sitting for an extra 5-10 minutes as we're talking about.
That's a good idea, yeah. I don't do it either, so.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't even give that one a score.
You did it?
Even still on D, I'm not getting anything on the nose.
I'm not either. D is a little bit stronger on the palate, but the flavor is basically, for me today, the flavor notes are more around the leather, the tobacco, earthy. There's not a lot of sweetness for me coming out of D, so that has to be my first output.
It'd be a little bitter. It is a little bit bitter for me. I'm going to taste E one more time.
Okay.
I know you were a fan, but...
I can't say I ranked it in my top 3, E. But I ranked a little bit higher than C and D, for me personally.
Based on the score I put down for D, I think it would be a little bit higher, so I'll pull D out.
Okay.
Also.
All right.
So D is in 6th. Ref.
All right, pal. That's what's the problem with 6. We got a lot to get through here, so we'll try to get through it as quickly as possible. For me,
I know what route I would go.
what's that, pal?
I would move out E next.
Oh, okay.
I think C, although it's a little bit not bitter, but you can definitely sense the oak in there. Whereas E has some nice sweetness. You don't get much oak, and also that doesn't really have much of a finish to the palate. It's just kind of gone. C lingers around enough, and the mouthfeel for me is better on C.
Let me retaste. At this point, Trent, for me, those are my next. I just tasted A and B really quickly just to refresh my palate on those two. So let me get a quick taste here from these two, and I'll let you know.
Yeah, my order would be taking E out and then C, based on my initial scores.
Okay.
I said that plane had to have messed me up.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I get it. Especially after I've been drinking a little bit of bourbon. I've been sipping some bourbon here. This is really falling flat.
Yeah.
Even more so than the first time around. So I do like the front of the palate. It's a little bit sweet, but yeah, honey, for me too, it's going to be the same. I'm going to pull out
I mean, this would be a great
E.
beginner type thing. Because
fantastic.
But
it's extremely smooth, and I know you're not supposed to use that word, but it is.
I use it anyways.
It is.
For us, I think, and me, I lean obviously towards a little bit more of like a cask strength, barrel proof type of thing.
Yeah.
But for me, when I have C at the end, and it might be different for some other folks, it's not. I don't get much of alcohol at all on the finish. Maybe a little bit towards the mid of the palate, but it's just so sweet. It's very nice.
Sure.
I would pull E out next. So E is in 5th, and C is 4th. You would also.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I'm okay with that too, because that's where I was at. That's my lowest scores when first time through. So that leaves us A, B, and E.
No, F.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not used to that.
It's all your fault. You know.
I'm taking it. My shoulders are big. I take the blame.
I'm gonna start with it. Actually, I'm gonna go in reverse order.
All right. Okay. Let's do
go
it.
with E or F.
Let's see what
Jeez,
happens.
I'm doing that too. F.
I have to say this is my highest score first time through. So we'll see what happens.
For me, F was tied with B. Same score.
I'm liking it. Still the same. Still rich. Got some deeper toffee notes, almost to the molasses, almost with a slight hint of a baking spice in there.
Yeah.
The oak is really nice. It's not a. It's really good in this one. It's not in your face. It's not bitter. You get any bitterness on this one?
Sometimes I struggle with identifying a bitter aspect for like a barrel char kind of aspect, but I think in this case, a little bit of a bitterness, but not something that I would hate to finish on for like if it was my last sip or pour or something.
It's pretty good.
It's freaking hot down here, dude. Was it like 75 down here? I'm about sweating.
It's probably 70. That's what it is. All right, I got to go back to A and B. I have to admit, though, that I did like F, but next time around, not as much as the first time I sipped it.
Okay.
Not quite as much.
You have my pen? Okay. I'll mentally cross it off with my finger.
B is good, dude.
How does it compare to F?
B is good. B, it's a little bit different. B is when I get a little bit of orange, I think, in there.
B to me is a little bit more toasty. And I think that toast really offers a little bit more of a viscous type mouthfeel, and really like drives home the flavor that it's picking up along the way. That's nice.
I get a little bit of orange, and it's like a syrupy note, but then it's also supported with a little bit of a leather or tobacco note, but very suppressed. So it's almost a supporting character in the palate.
I love that. It's like the what do they call it? Protagonist? It's like the antagonist of this blind story, you know? We're being really poetic about all of it. It's a symphony of liquid that we have in front of us.
Okay, I know what I'm taking out next. I'm going to take out A.
That would be
You say, okay, I'm taking out A next. On that sip through, it did not hold up to these two, for sure. So,
it leans more towards an oak note at the end, and that's about it.
I'm good where it sits in the grouping, but you know, it didn't stand up to the final two that we have out here right now. So I think this is where it's going to be kind of difficult.
I already have my decision.
I don't. I'm torn. I really am torn.
What would Bruce Russell do?
What would Bruce Russell do? Probably call it a day and, go do something fun.
It's kind of an inside kind of thing. We were fortunate enough to be able to do a Russell's Reserve pick and a Wild Turkey Kentucky Spirit pick, and Bruce Russell was actually our guide through that experience, and it was awesome.
Great time. Really. Unbelievable.
Very, very knowledgeable.
Yeah, and we got to spend some time with some of the other YouTube channels out there with the Bourbon Judge, Stuff and Whiskey. Such great folks. What a good time.
All right, yeah, I got my decision.
Cool. Go ahead, bud. What you got?
For me, my winner in this blind would be B.
I'm shocked. I really thought you were going to go F, and I'm not. My highest score is this one through, but this one really took a hold of me in my next few sips, and I have to go with that too. I really thought you were going to pick that one, honestly.
The finish is what won me over. I think viscosity too is a big aspect to this.
It carries all the way through the front of the palate to the back.
Yeah.
Ain't no lie there. So honey, we have to put F in second there, and I'm not. That was my decision too, as well, Trenton. I really thought first time tasting through that F was going to take it, but the more we tasted in this area over here, boy, B just stood out.
I have to say I'm a little surprised.
Yeah,
Great.
It always is that way. It's always that. Why are you surprised? Because it's like
Surprised.
we never really follow chalk in these blinds. It's like, you know, it is what it is. It's what we feel, what we're tasting tonight. You know, but we'll do it again tomorrow, and we'll have a completely different lineup, I'm sure, because these are all great. These are all fantastic bourbons for the money.
All right.
Last place, what we got, babe?
Last place was D, and that was Old Grandad.
Wow, I did not expect that at all.
Really? I thought that was what we picked first.
I'm with you. I really did as well.
So that's 6th place.
Okay,
That's wild.
I'm a bit surprised.
All right, now I'm kind of concerned.
Me too. I am too.
Can I guess? Because I think I know what 5th place was.
Sure. Yeah,
I think
right ahead.
5th place was Eagle Rare.
You would be correct.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and you know what, Trenton? I mean, I don't guess, you know that, but that one doesn't surprise me as being Eagle Rare.
It's such a solid, consistent sipper.
It is. What letter was that, babe?
Eagle Rare was E.
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 But this is the one reason why I don't drink it a ton at home, is that it just falls kind of flat. And that's that's fine.
And that's the one that I said was super smooth,
Yeah.
easy sipper. I mean, and it is. It's everything like that, but a little light on the flavor palette.
Okay, 4th place. Any guesses on 4th?
Oh man, I got which
What
one
number
is that,
was
babe?
4th?
4th place was C.
See,
You want to taste it again? Just to
Okay, I put Maker's Mark on my list for C.
Kurt.
But I'm not
Cooper's Craft.
I'm not notoriously good with Maker's Mark
100.
profiles, so I have no idea.
Well, you're both incorrect.
Oh shoot.
This was surprising to me. Yes.
Okay, well, okay. I'm gonna be forthright with everybody that's watching this particular show. For me personally, being a Wild Turkey guy or Russell's guy, the Russell's 10-year, although I feel to be extremely solid for the price, is not my favorite in their lineup. So that doesn't surprise me where it lands for me personally.
Well, congrats.
I think it's a great buy, though. Great buy for the price.
We have 3 left, and they're all 100 proof or higher, so you get $5.
And thank you very much.
Congrats. Yep. That pains me to to say that out loud.
And I will make him pay. I know
Okay.
that. All right, Nathan, what do we got? We got
What was A?
third place was A. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Apologize,
I'm all
honey.
screwed up after this,
Okay,
after the Russells.
So no
That's-
guesses.
that's got to be
Okay.
Cooper's.
It is Cooper.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only reason I say that because I remember the last sip of A, it was a little bit not as robust on the flavor as the other two. And when I'm looking at Maker's Mark and Knob Creek 9, they're a little bit more. They've got a little bit more meat and potatoes in the flavor department.
Given this last 2, which are Maker's Mark, Cask Strength, and Knob Creek 9, I know what's
Good showing.
first. I know what
You
came
do?
first.
You do?
This gives me Jim Beam profile all day long. This B, which was that our first place? Was B?
B was your first place?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel that's got to be Knob Creek.
You'd be incorrect.
What? No!
First place was B, and that was Maker's Mark.
What? Wow.
This lineup really surprised me.
Well, not me, because I love the Maker's Mark Cask drink, but I have to be honest. As always, I'm going to be honest on the show. I thought Trenton was 100% correct when he threw that out there. I really thought, Trenton, that F, which was second place, right, babe?
F was second, yes.
I really thought that was the Maker's. I have to be honest about that. I really did.
This one is sweet, like traditional Maker's Mark products. And on B...
Wow. It just goes to show you never know when applied. I thought Trenton was money when he made that statement. I love Maker's Mark Cask drink, though. I really do. What a great buy for the money.
110
But
proof?
I didn't think that was the winner. I didn't think it. That was B, right, honey?
Yes, first place was B.
I think at some point in this video, I committed to eating a raw potato. I'm going to go through again and figure out what that is. But if you want to see me eat a raw potato like Creed from The Office tonight on the live stream.
What?
You've never seen The Office?
I cannot watch The Office because it goes here and there. I get dizzy.
The Office is top 5 shows of all time.
I can't do it.
Hot take.
Yeah.
Not even a hot take. That's facts.
Okay.
Let us know in the comments what you think of the lineup, what you would have picked. If you have all these bottles out, what is your go-to pour of these 6 bottles that we have here on the bar top? This was the most wild roller coaster of...
Yeah.
What did you do here?
I don't know.
It's all because you forgot to put the Eagle Rare in.
I think the biggest surprise for me in this whole lineup is this one right here.
Yeah.
Shocked.
I'm kind of sad, actually, but...
Yeah. Hey, that's blind tastings, and that's how it goes. Hey, that's all we got for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please, as always, drink responsibly at all times. See you next time right down here with Trent and I in a good old basement bourbon bar. See you later.